Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a video to show you how to change the microphone in the Galaxy S4. Now the microphone is a part of the charging port, so we will be replacing the whole assembly. So before you get started, what you'll want to do is grab your device, power off, to remove the back cover, what you'll need to do is there's a little slot right here in the top left corner, and you just put your fingernail in there, your thumbnail, and just pull the back cover right off. Next, what you will want to do is remove the battery. There's a little slot right here to do this, so just use your thumbnail, pry up and remove the battery. Next, if you have a SIM card, you will want to remove that as well. And if you have a micro SD card, a memory card, you will want to do that as well. Next, you will remove these screws. There's 4 down here, this bottom part. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here. So there's 9 total in all. So you want to remove all those. They're just Phillips, and you can use a little Phillips screwdriver like this. It's number 000. If you're wondering where to get this screwdriver, I'll include a link in the video description where you can get screwdrivers like this and different tools that I'll be using for this procedure. So also, just so you know, these 9 screws are all the same size. There will be a few screws later that will be different size, but not to worry, these are all same size, so you can mix and match them. So next, what we will do is remove this back part here, and I have this little plastic pry tool that works really well for this. And what you'll do is just start in a corner like down here and just pry up as you go. You can see it's coming apart there, and you can just hold it with your fingers, kind of keep it apart, and just keep working it around. And it likes to slip out once in a while, but it'll just pop out. Just keep working around all the way around, and then it'll pop apart just like that. To change the charging port, what you will need to do is, first of all, I'm going to take this connector apart right here and carefully peel this apart. Pull this back. Next, there's another connector up here on the logic board that we'll get under and pry up. And then I like to use this plastic pry tool because it doesn't do any damage to any of the connectors. So next, there's tweezers that I use, and we'll take apart this connector for this little wire here. And also, I'm going to want to take this one here apart while we're right at it. This one down here on the bottom part, on the right side. So next, we'll also want to pop this loose on this side. It just popped right off. And then what I've found works well, if you come just under this part here, watch these 2 cables here, they like to get in the way of each other. Just go under this corner really gently with this pry tool, plastic pry tool, and just kind of work your way underneath everything here. Just kind of wiggle it back and forth. There's adhesive under it, so you just take your time and just pop it loose just like that. And that pops right out. To reinstall the charging port, what you will need to do, if you are replacing it, you will of course want the new one. If you're just taking it apart for some other reason, you'll use the same one. But basically, just watch these 2 wires here in each corner here, and just set this right down in place where it goes. Push down so the adhesive kind of sets in, and then you can take this part here, if you turn it the right way, take this part here and just press down with tweezers or something. It should click right in on both sides. That helps to hold it. And then let me zoom in here a little bit more. You'll need to reconnect these wires. They're kind of a pain because they're little. Sometimes I've found that the tweezers works the best. Make sure you get them on there right before you press down hard. And the one on this side is next. Then once that's all pressed together, then again you'll have to make sure that the longer wire is on top here. And I would recommend putting this long one on first onto the logic board, and then you can work around to getting this one snapped in where it goes here, and then just make sure that it's sitting on top of there nicely. And that's how you put the charging port back in. So to put this plastic cover back on, all you need to do is set it back on here. Just start in one spot and kind of work your way around both sides. Make sure that it's pressed down good. And you can check along the edge to make sure that everything's pressed down good. And then just put your 9 screws back in all the way around. So next you'll want to put your SIM card back in. Make sure it clicks in. You want to put your memory card in if you have one. Pop your battery right in there. Then to put the back cover back on, just start right at the top and work your way around both sides. Make sure that it's snapped in everywhere. And you're good to go.